Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with a dog talk in the dog house.
Why do you put a voice on?
Right, welcome back to the dog talk in the dog house with the Underdog boys. We've got a cameraman, Jack Cashin. Check him out on Instagram. We've got Sean, supposedly one of the strikers in the club. We've got Jaden, the co-owner. And then we've got the top goal scorer, the bagsman, Tommy Pigeon himself. Right, boys, where are we starting today? I think we've got a discussion around Saturday and Sunday football, yeah?
Yeah, Saturday amateur football versus Sunday amateur football. First subject we start off with, I want to talk about is the level of football. What do you guys think? Obviously, Saturday football compared to Sunday football.
I'll be honest, yeah. I've only ever had one Saturday game. And it's definitely my last. Definitely my last.
Didn't get a call back.
Well,
No.
Sunday football as well, but I think the last is what, 3 minutes?
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
He's done quite well in Sunday League.
To be fair, I did get injured.
That's it, there you go.
I did get injured.
You had the heat map, you ran on, you ran off.
Both games that you've come on and played for Saturday and Sunday, you've fallen over and got an injury.
No, the Saturday one, I'm pretty
Someone's
sure
got glass
I went
ankles.
the good 45 minutes.
What, the Sunday?
The Saturday.
I was about to say,
No, the Sunday I lasted 10 minutes.
nobody saw the Saturday one.
So technically,
Fair play to
I've
no. Do
actually
you know what?
played more Saturday league football.
Fair
than
play
I
to
have
you
Sunday.
though. No, fair play to you though. You showed up on a Saturday League scenario with
Yeah.
none of your mates there and played football.
Yeah.
I respect that. I'm not actually going to
It was
dick that.
definitely
I respect
the
that.
worst I've ever played in my entire life. But
Don't worry, I heard.
To be fair, actually, that's right. It's probably the best I've ever played, but just everyone around me was just much better.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously all of us, we've played obviously Saturday football together, and obviously we at the moment we're playing Sunday football. I mean, like, what do you not prefer? Do you not prefer Saturday football or Sunday football?
Sunday.
I prefer Saturday because I don't have to wake up as early.
That's shocking. That is shocking.
Now you know why he's supposedly one of the strikers.
Because we supposedly don't know if he's showing up or not.
What do you not think?
Listen, I show up on a Sunday. I'm there early. Just about.
No, you're only there early because someone kicked you there early. if it was down to you, it might be a different story.
I'm still there early.
Yeah.
You can't say I'm not. I'm still there early.
There's
Doesn't
definitely
matter how I
people
get
that
up.
don't.
The thing is, though, yeah, there's going to be that. I guess that comes with the territory as well. Obviously, Sunday League, you're known for waking up early in the morning. Saturday League, you're known for playing mid-afternoon. I guess that's a debate in itself. Do you prefer playing mid-afternoon when you've already been up or whatever, and like you've been able to wake up, or you do have that argument with Sunday League, you haven't really woken up yet and you're already playing football?
So me personally, I'll be honest, like I said, I prefer the timing of Saturday football. Even though I'm up like 5 in the morning every day. I prefer the time of Saturday football. I feel like it's different. I feel like the vibe's different as well. But then I prefer the atmosphere of Sunday football. If I'm honest, I prefer the level of it. And I feel like Sunday football has changed a lot. Like before, like someone invited me to go play Sunday League like football game. I'm like, nah, I ain't going there. I'm not. There's no one playing Sunday football. But it's changed, man. I feel like now you're getting a lot of like semi-pro footballers or ex-pro or ex-semi-pro footballers going to Sunday football. You know what I mean? Like, and there's a lot of like decent teams as well. For me personally, I feel like Sunday football's taking over Saturday football.
It's definitely, you could call it an evolving culture, because I guess, especially with our league, the Barnet Sunday League, you've got a few more YouTube teams popping up inside of it. And that's where you're going to I guess that's also where you're always going to have that sort of favouritism towards the Sunday League, because if you're not having that growth of the YouTube side of things, of the recording, of the difference of atmosphere, because with the cameras, I think as soon as you bring cameras out, it does change people. It makes people act up in different ways. And that's why it's evolving the Sunday criteria, because you don't, like I said, you don't really have that on Saturday football. So I don't know, maybe if you went over, Sunday League is obviously the start point and the Sunday League is growing it, but if it did go over to Saturday, maybe it's even in the odds, and then that'll be a debate again. But definitely from at this point in time, the evolving culture of Sunday League football is making Sunday League football better, in my opinion.
And you as a striker, obviously, like playing Saturday football, obviously amateur and semi-pro, and now playing Sunday amateur football. In between, as a striker, do you feel like when you was playing Saturday amateur football, was it a lot tougher than Sunday football?
Nah, not really. I thought it was more. The comparison was basically the same anyway, like level wise. It was just on a Saturday you've got the clubhouse for teams, and then you've got
Yeah.
the food afterwards. There's not really that much difference. It's
Yeah.
just one's got a clubhouse, you get food after.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
No,
But-
definitely.
The level side, no, not at all. It's
Yeah.
basically the same.
What about yourself?
Playing Saturday, I thought it was it was less physically demanding, but the players you came up against are a lot bigger.
Mm.
I don't know why that would be, but no matter what team, no matter what level I played at on the Saturday side, a lot of the players were bigger, but it wasn't as physically demanding. Like when you come on Sunday, you're running around constantly.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just because you're my first since I've been older.
I would throw that though into when it comes down to the actual division that you're in.
Yeah.
Because
I played in different divisions.
When-
Saturdays.
yeah, but I'm trying to talk away from the Sunday league perspective. I think you're gonna end up with trickier players, like I said, because there's
Oh,
an
yeah, as you
evolving,
got
there's
higher up.
evolving culture, and look, like I said, you go back 5 years ago, Sunday league. Yeah, I reckon you'd have bigger boys. I think that, like I said, it's that evolving culture of Sunday league. I think you're having that massive change of where Saturday used to dominate, and you used to have the skillful players on the Saturday league,
It's all swapping over.
and it's swapping over, and you're talking about the bigger players.
Saturday, Sunday football now taking over, really.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
What?
I'm just kissing his arse.
Did I miss something? Bit of brown nosing. I don't know, because it just really depends to me, like what area you're playing in as well.
Yeah, 100%. Like for me, it's like I feel like as well with the Saturday football that I think maybe because it's the league that we're in Sunday, but with the Saturday football is playing, obviously sometimes there's quite a bit of travelling involved as well, and just having that feeling of being in the culture, being in the car, like your music playing with boys, like what I mean, like the whole feeling of it was different. But with Sunday league football, I feel like the leagues, like they sort of give you that restriction on how far you can play, so it's all local and stuff, and it's just different. It's early in the morning, you're turning up.
Travel on a Saturday when I was chucked into the back of a fucking train.
You remember them vibes.
It was brilliant. It was vibes, you know.
But you know what I mean? But you got that same
Yeah.
atmosphere, man, going on where, like, you got the music playing.
Do you know what? That's an interesting comment in my opinion that you just made, because you're stating that you get to travel more when it comes to the Saturday leagues. I would actually throw an argument in there and say, because there's more teams in the Sunday league, that's how they can narrow it down. Because there's more teams in a league, you can say, right, this league are all playing in Barnet. But when you're going to the Sunday league, or Saturday league, I don't think there's many teams floating around in the Saturday league divisions. And that's why a league, all of a sudden, instead of it being one borough or one area, it's got to expand to be able to make up a league.
No, yeah, 100%. I feel like the one thing I did realise though about Saturday obviously football, maybe because obviously it was in like the Southern Amateur League, was that obviously like one club will have like so many teams, and you can have say like your ones and your twos playing in the same division. Which that for me, I don't know, I found that a bit mad.
See, it
That
was
was
like,
it
it was like when obviously playing at Vamp's first team as
Yeah.
well. It was the travelling was a joke, man.
No,
like you'd have a game in South London,
I did 2 games.
Like,
now I'm alright.
deep South London,
the
And then-
HBC.
and then by the time you go home, it's like 9:30,
yeah.
10 o'clock, and it's like you've basically done.
Your whole day is gone. Your whole day is gone.
That's
Disappeared.
what I
do
mean.
like
I
about
expect that
Sunday
if you're playing semi-pro, like Saturday football, I expect
should get
that.
paid
I
for
mean,
it as
you
well.
get paid for it as
You're
well.
getting all your
Different.
travel money back.
But to pay, obviously you're paying to play, and you're travelling that far as well. And I mean, not every player was driving. Some people didn't have space for
There you
certain
go.
players, and you got to travel by tube or train, bus, whatever you got to do. It was a bit of a mission for certain players and stuff. But for me, it's like I said I prefer the timing for Saturday football. But for me, Sunday football itself, in the atmosphere, and even like the players, I think they're more. Even the players are more friendly that you play against. You know what I mean? You can have a laugh and stuff after the game, before the game. You know what I mean? Like it's just different. Feel like it's not just your team that's like a family sort of team. Like you can have that same bond with players, with some teams.
Some
anyway,
teams,
not
yeah.
all teams. You know what I mean?
Some teams.
Some teams. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my side there. But do you feel like the restrictions though on where you can play and how far you can play is a good thing or not?
I don't necessarily think it's a good thing nor a bad thing. I think it's just from the aspect of being able to narrow a league down into distancing. you have that argument there for me is the fact that when you do start making games long distance and you do have that travel aspect and you do have, to me, when you're talking about travel aspect, like you're saying, all of a sudden you're talking about realistically what you associate with semi-pro football, or obviously higher. When you're doing a lot of traveling, you as a player have to have quite a big mindset, because when it's all right, showing up to your home pitch, that's a maximum of a 30-minute drive. By the time you wake up, by the time you're on your way, you're there, sort of thing. You don't really have much thought time, or you could even be vibing. But when you're there, like we're saying, like you've got like an hour and a half plus travel time. I think that actually makes you more as a player, because it's a different thing to think about, because like you just made a very valid point. You literally said you couldn't be asked to play at a certain level because of the distancing that you were travelling. And what I'd actually say to that is it's because when you're doing that travelling, it either makes you or breaks you in that scenario. Because like you're saying, he obviously, to me, I don't know, I could be mistaken it, but it proves you obviously didn't have a connection with that team if you weren't going to do the distance.
It was more the fact that it's travelling over there, and when you're in the amateur football and you're not getting paid for it, you don't get the benefits of playing with a semi-pro. When you're semi-pro, you're getting paid to travel up there. But then if I'm travelling up there to pay to play football, it's more the fact that I'm paying. I've got to pay to get there. I've got to pay when I'm there, and then I've got to pay to get back. I'm not getting that back anyway. So I'm basically spending 50 quid straight and play a 90-minute game.
But if you were to be with a group of lads that you're constantly...
Down.
That's what. There you go. Though that answers the question, don't it? Really, because
Because it was a team that I won't even run back on it. It was a team that was playing for
someone that you don't know.
It was like a one or two game thing. It was just like I was just helping out. That was down there. It was just, I couldn't be asked because I didn't know the boys. The vibes are different because they're listening.
They're all probably laughing and joking, have their own personal jokes, and you're out of it. You are though. But then this is what I say as well when it comes back to the mindset of a footballer or a mindset of any type of player that's got to do some sort of long distance. Because like we're saying, the perfect example is there. He said if it was with us group of boys, we know we'll be vibing. We know we'll be. There wouldn't be, I guess, that choice of I'm not sure if I'm fancying it today, because on that journey there, we're gonna be laughing, joking about that. You're not gonna be thinking about the distance. You're not gonna be thinking about that. So as soon as I guess when it comes into you having time to think, that's dangerous.
That's the problem that I see is though as well is like with having that restriction on where obviously you can play and stuff. It's like what we're having, like we're looking for next season to find obviously a better pitch to improve and stuff, but there's not enough pitches within our area, and if you do find, if you're lucky enough to find a pitch, it might not be the best of pitches. You know what I mean? The thing is, teams that find good grounds will stay there. They're not stupid. They're not stupid. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, like where obviously we got that problem where there's only certain areas we can play in, and trying to find a pitch. One is going to be hard. If you do find something decent, you're playing the arm and leg for. That's another thing as well. Like and that's why for me it's like I get obviously there can be a restriction, but I feel like sometimes with the Sunday League, the way they're doing the restrictions for me, I feel like it's a bit too silly that you can only be certain areas. It's like like you got certain like what we're perhaps in the Barnet Sunday League. Obviously our pitch is based in Wiltshire Hill. Obviously we can play within the Barnet Borough, Enfield Borough. I think a bit of Edmonton, you know what I mean? But you should be able to play a bit past it, you know what I mean? Like. Yeah,
but then there's all like being the devil's advocate here. You're gonna be caught in that scenario of like Sean saying, as a player, if you've got to travel, if the league is narrowed down to a certain area, in theory you shouldn't be doing long distance traveling. Then would you?
For me, though, as well, I think it's down to the mindset of like of people as well. But at the same time as well, if you got a good thing going as a club, like. You know what I mean? Like, you got a nice pitch, you got nice kits, you got the cameras, you got your videos getting put up every week in, week out. Players will come running to you to play. They're like, I want to play for that team. And we realised that literally what I think pre-season was it? We had like players messages, I want to come play for the team.
Joe, that's an interesting topic itself.
Because, put it this way, like when we played against Moswell Hill, and I was like, down at Vamps, I was like, I don't want to play. So I don't want to play. End up playing.
both of us get injured.
You done your ankle as well. That's what I mean.
All of us got ankle.
That's what I mean. Like, it's straight away, it's like, and that's not even players travelling far. Like majority of our team, like Bam, you had
Well,
Toby
they were
two
only
guys in goal, but a lot of players.
They were down the road, innit?
That's it. Yeah, I don't want to play on there, and straight away that's the mentality gone. Where if we maybe played against that team, and the journey was say 30 minutes, 40 minutes, we know that you're on a decent pitch. The boys' mentality has been different. You know what I mean? Like you can't like. I was even fully running. I was just jogging, and I've done my ankle. You know what I mean? So I'll be honest with you, during that game, I didn't really want to run properly because I'm thinking, right, man, where's the hole, man? I can't see the holes. You see what I mean? So how you meant to play the game? It was horrible.
I think that's the worst pitch I've actually ever played on.
That's what I mean.
It was disgusting.
Well, that's got to be narrowed down.
What the Vamps? The Vamps bottom pitch.
But that's what I mean. Like, would you not rather travel that extra, say, 30 minutes, 40 minutes?
100%.
I would, because I drive.
Yeah, exactly.
But even if you wasn't driving, even if your player don't drive,
I don't know.
Transport. Like you got to remember, like, would you rather travel extra 30 minutes, say, by bus, by train, and know that your ankles will be fine, your legs will be fine, and you'll be able to play the following week, or do your ankle and you're out for the rest of the season?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say no, but then that's more my concerns when it comes to me sitting down with the Mayor of London talking about public transport rather than just the distance. You will not catch me on a big red bus.
Our game started at 10:30.
Purely because I've got a motorbike.
An extra 45 minutes means I've got to wake up extra 45
That's shocking mentality. Be quiet.
The whole time we're just going on about
oh my guy thinks of it. He goes,
I'll wake up half an hour.
Yeah, let me think about this. Let me do that.
Sean had a
But the
choice.
thing that, no, but do you know what it kills me the most is, if we went to him, Sean, the game's going to be kicking off at 2 a.m. in the morning, I guarantee you he will be up. he will be there an hour before kick-off.
Warming up.
Sean's an owl, bro.
He is.
He's up for the night.
But then what's the difference between people playing Saturday League and travelling that far?
That's what I was
Because do you know what I'd actually argue here is because of the time of the day that you're travelling.
Because you're but not all Saturday football though is like at 2 o'clock.
It's not.
What
was it? 12?
You're talking about Wanstead.
It's early
No,
kickoff
not
time.
even that because they play the same ground week in week out with the team.
That was a trek fast.
What time do we kick off?
Half
10.
Kick off at like 11:30, man.
Yeah, so it's an hour.
But
You know what I mean?
also
It's
what
only
I'd say
an hour or
is
2
though,
That's it, yeah.
That's it. It's either
What-
12,
Because
or half
even
11.
if kick-offs at 2 o'clock, like the team bruv shouldn't be getting there at 1 o'clock. You should be getting there at 12 o'clock. You see what I mean? So you still need to get there.
you're talking about our demands for our club.
Well, not just that, even not the player, as the coaches and stuff, probably most likely get there a bit earlier as well.
You're saying this so
You know what I mean?
boys listen out because when they watch this they're going to be like...
Well, no, but then what I'd actually say is I feel we slipped up a little bit recently, but what we were quite good at is the fact that when us as a club, we would be showing up early. We would be putting that little bit, that extra 15, 20 minutes of showing up, getting the pitch ready, getting warm-ups done, getting ourselves in that mindset. I think we do very well as a club.
I think we're always there earliest, even if we're playing away, we're always there before the home team, just because we want to get there, we want to suss things out, we want to
evaluate
That's
everything.
what I mean. You look at that when we played, was it North Africa? Like when we beat them at the first game at 9-0, their player came up to us afterwards and was like, "Oh yeah, like you lot looking for any players that want to sign up, like with you lot, a good side." And the first thing he said was, "When I saw you lot there so early, warmed up, changed up, like kicking around your football and stuff, I was thinking, like, that's it, like we've lost this game already."
That's what it comes down to.
That's what I mean. Their team,
It's not a mental game,
half
innit?
the team was
It's a
there.
mindset. It's mindset.
Half the team was there like 10 minutes before the kickoff.
For me
Like,
though,
that's poor. Like,
for me, the game always starts the night before.
Yeah, 100%.
That's my
Yeah, this is
mindset.
what I always say. That preparation and
100%.
organisation is not
100%. You get your kick bag ready the night
Trust,
before.
man.
I don't know, I see my alarm go off for 7:30.
My kit bag's ready 2 days before the game. Like, that's the honest truth. Like,
Different
you know what I mean?
mindsets than them
Like,
two.
it's different mindsets.
I'll be truthfully honest.
His kit bag's in his car.
What I would literally do, I finish a game, I clean my boots, I put them back in my car. So I know if I ever need the call up, you never know, right? I could be on my way to work and get a freaking call from Gareth Southgate himself. Yeah, I've got my boots ready.
Mate, that
Yeah?
really bugs me. Why do you clean your football boots?
Why
I
don't
know
you?
it's a bit off
Right,
subject
no.
right now, yeah. But why do you clean your? I'll just
got
give them
to.
a little smack.
No, you
out.
got to.
They're the
Got
tools,
to.
man.
Well,
See
yeah,
what it
it's
says.
And
the
that's it.
tools, bro. Like,
They're the
you've got to
tools.
look after your tools, man. And for me, it's like...
Yeah, I'll just smack them.
Imagine,
in the
all
garden.
right, hold on a second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
imagine
you
you
spoil
showed
it.
up to work, yeah, and the product that you're selling shows up all broken and discoloured and dismantled. How easy is it going to be for you to sell that now?
I don't. I'll send it back.
So what? Should we send our players back if they show up with muddy shoes?
Oh no, exactly.
That's the mindset.
That'd be a good one for fines, you know.
Yeah.
What, muddy boots?
It's an expectation at a high level. That's the thing.
If I see, for example,
What?
you turn up to a game,
It's not affecting you. Or...
No, so if I see you,
but it's
if
the
I
image
see
that you're giving off.
Because if I see you turn up for something like, I don't know, like your shirt's all muddy, you ain't cleaned it.
Oh no,
I'm just saying.
But it's the full attire, ain't it?
Like if I see
don't care
him
about
turn up
image.
here, one sec. If I see him turn up here and he's got his Nike shorts on, his Nike socks, boots are all clean, the shirt's all ironed out, looking fresh. I'm thinking,
Looking
wow,
fresh.
That guy, like takes care of his stuff and that guy's on the job, bro. He's up for the football. When I see a guy turning up half asleep, boots are all muddy from the week before, stuff like that, I'm looking.
What?
This guy ain't ready to play 90 minutes.
Why have you looked left and right as you said that, Jay? Why did you look left and right?
We play in England. It's raining 90% of the year.
Yeah.
And it's muddy 90% of the year.
Yeah, but you got to remember as well, when you got boots here and like you got mud stuck onto it, and your studs are not even showing.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'll smack the studs.
Hold on a second. Here. What I'm going to say is I'm going to bring in the T's and C's here, right? And go, if you're not cleaning your boots, right, so you're leaving mud or whatever else ends up on them, them boots. That's why your boots end up deteriorating. That's why your boot, if you're not keeping something in good condition, it deteriorates.
Sorry, mate.
Not even from a money value there. I'll be honest. I don't like changing my boots. I don't. You know, but I'll be honest. I don't like changing my boots. When I have a pair of boots and I wear them in, I don't like changing them.
Mate, I bought a brand new pair of boots.
Do I remember though?
No, not
in
even.
School, he had the blue Tiempos, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, from year 7 all the way to year 11.
Ooh. No. In year 7, I had a bright pink Mercurial. Yeah, no, brother. Hey, hold on.
Hey, he had bright pink.
I had bright. No. Listen. No. Listen, right. From year 7 to 8, I was rocking around in the bright pink Mercurials, right? Bright pink, right? Yeah, then I don't know what size they were, right? But then when I hit year 8, yeah. They were size 9s, and I stayed in them for a long time.
That's for me, man.
The same
I like collecting boots in it. I don't got you. I buy boots in it and I don't.
I've still got my old ones.
Mate,
Like,
listen.
They just sit there and I'm like.
I could go up into like my cupboard.
I said this to
now,
Tommy
all my
before we
boots.
came in, yeah.
The amount of boots that I've lost, like I bought the same pair like 3 times because I've lost them. I like the boot, I just lose them. Or they break.
Lose boots.
I don't get that. There's a lot of players
Some people get in the habit of leaving them outside the house and.
They nicked one boot.
Man's in London, cuz.
Not even lying.
Run
I
it.
left my boots outside my house.
Gone.
In my mum's.
Gone.
A fox come and took it.
Man got robbed.
You got robbed by a fox.
Yeah, bruv.
Mate.
One boot gone. One boot gone.
Have you not seen that blimmin' cat meme, bruv? There's a fox meme with his boots on, and it's called over the bar.
Alright, next subject now. Yeah.
Go on.
Do you not think that the quality of players in Saturday football, like now, are better than Sunday?
No.
Players.
No.
I can't comment because I haven't played Saturday in a long time.
Shall I be honest? Yeah, there's a complete difference anyway. Purely because most of the time Saturday you have like that organisation thing. Yeah. Like you were saying at the beginning, you've all got your club house, you've all got this, you've all got like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, but
teams.
that's a requirement in Saturday League though.
No,
that's
that's
the other weird thing to consider.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, where in Sunday League you've just got 14, 15 of us boys turning up on a pitch, and we're getting changed on stepping on your own trainers to put your socks on in there. So it's a completely different thing.
Obviously years ago, when you had that image like Sunday League football, what's the first thought you come to mind?
Sunday football.
Big belly.
I'll be honest with you, but for me,
You leave my old man out of this.
it's different because obviously, even though I was born in England at the age of 7, so I left to go to play football in France. And when I come back, I never played Sunday football until I think a couple of 4 or 5 years ago when I went for that trial. Was it Pimsbrook? That's the first Sunday game I ever played. And to be fair, I didn't know what to expect. Obviously, you hear that whole thing of people turning up, like hangover the next day and stuff like that. But I just knew, the
regular
first thing in my mind
occurrence
was, that it was rough and dirty. That's the first thing.
It is.
Like, people
It
there
still
to
is.
hurt you, you know what I mean? Sort of thing.
Still is.
No, I don't think so. I don't think Sunday
it's rough and
football
dirty anymore.
is rough and dirty.
No, because
I
you're
don't
ending
think
up
so.
you're ending up with a divide now. Because like we're saying, if you're looking at the top divisions of Sunday leagues, you're ending up with good quality football, like where you're saying, where you're ending up with interesting players playing for them. But you go into them lower leagues, that's where I think you're going to end up with.
Division what? Division
Five,
5,
we're in a lot.
yeah?
Huh?
And
But we're no, but then we're also in a league.
We're in a new league.
We're in a division that doesn't make sense. we are basically in a division that's seen as low in the rankings, but I would say got better teams than teams above us.
Twos, threes?
Yeah.
Division
I
two.
Maybe
feel
not
like-
twos, maybe not twos.
I
I'd say
feel like now,
threes.
to be fair, than Sunday football, I feel like teams now, they're more, because obviously a lot more teams are filming. Even if you're not filming, but you're putting things up on social media. And because the social media's around now, like people hear about teams. Like, oh, I heard about the team before. And I feel like now people are more, Sunday football focus on winning silverware and playing some good football. You know what I mean? Like,
All it takes is a camera and you can go viral. Simple as
Even though
that.
It's just
Yeah,
about
one
the camera
clip.
though.
Yeah.
Not even just about the camera though. But you hear about so many teams. Like I remember hearing about Portland FC before. Like Owen Price playing for Portland FC. That's like that's why even that scene like them like they don't record their game. Same thing with Kenningwell. Like you heard about Kenningwell because everyone used to be talking about right. Kenningwell's a sick team in South London. Like they're about to play with like SC Dons and Lambeth All Stars and these things. And then you start looking at Kenningwell. You can't find the videos, but then you see like Rising Ballers might
Play
them.
them, yeah. So then you're,
Stuff like that.
yeah.
That's the only way you get to see them. But they've been a team that's made a name for themselves for the years without the cameras and stuff like that. And that's why I feel like now, like the Sunday football, people are taking it serious. Like it's pretty much like the Premier League. You know what I mean? People want to win silver and stuff like that.
I think that's a
Competitive nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the word, bro.
Yeah.
What is it? Competitiveness.
But no, yeah, I
So-
feel like Sunday football now it's changed. I don't feel like there's that image of like, oh yeah, people turn up, hang up. There's still players that do it.
Yeah, there still are. I can,
There's still players that
I'm
turn
not
up.
gonna lie, I could
You know what I mean?
run out
But-
fingers.
But yeah,
To
that's
run
it.
out fingers.
But I feel like now people just want to win silverware, man, make a name for themselves.
This is why I say it's an evolving culture, and I'm actually quite intrigued to see where, especially Sunday League as Sunday leagues, see how they can progress and how they can push on, and what kind of level of standard that they can develop. Because, like we're saying, we're talking about yet again level of players changing. You're not going to end up with like something like the Premier League going on in Sunday League, but what you also have seen in the last couple of years when it comes to professional clubs, you're ending up with a lot of more non-league players making it to pro football, making it to the top level at later stages in their life. Will this evolution of the Sunday League increase this? Will there be that chance of your Sunday League to the age of 20, 23, 24, next minute I know you're Jamie Vardy banging hat-tricks in at the age of 30?
Yeah, but then you got a lot of non-league players who are leaving non-league to go and play Sunday football, which I find mad.
Yeah, it's like them.
There is.
what's
There's a
that?
lot.
Well, you got Banton that's gone to not Rising Ballers, is it?
Is that?
Banton, ex-pro player. He's gone to one of the Sunday leagues now. Let me pull out the thing.
Something about Rio and Grenfell.
Yeah, I think that was just a promotion.
I
for
saw
them.
Tayshaw from Rising Ballers.
Grenfell FC.
No,
Yeah,
Rangers
was that
as
a
well.
promotion thing?
Yeah, I think so.
He's
Yeah.
playing for
I won't say he's
someone
playing
in
for
North.
it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
just
don't matter.
Yeah.
He's playing.
No, I'm thinking more on the fact that.
But even then, let's talk about that actually.
What?
The whole put a Premier League player on a Sunday League pitch.
Who?
It depends. No, because
Let's
that's
pick someone. pick
no,
someone.
because that's going to be an argument there of it depends who you put in that scenario.
Yeah, that's what
Because
I'm
if
saying.
you were to put
Let's-
a perfect example, I'm going to be honest here, is that yes, he doesn't play at the moment, but you whack someone like Ozil on a Sunday league pitch, bruv, he's pulling all kinds of strings, and you're that other team's not getting
yeah,
the ball.
but then again,
I don't know,
you've
man,
got
because
you've
I'll
got
be honest with you, yeah. I'll be honest with you. I don't know because like the thing is like a lot of these
Sunday
like this is
league
no
pitch,
disrespect,
play
no
that
disrespect
pitch,
to like team players that play Premier League here, but I feel like a lot of the players in Premier League now they've forgotten what Sunday football is all about. Me personally, if you go and stick a player from League 1, League 2, Championship football into Sunday, they'll be used to. They know straight away. Alright, cool. It's gonna be rough and dirty.
Yeah.
But Premier League player, I think they forget like you know what I mean. They forget where they come from. You know what I mean? And it's changes, man. You know what I mean? Especially if you've made.
It's
it
like-
to Premier
But it's
League,
no,
like,
but
It was
this
like
way you
Burnley.
can't
It
you
was
can't
like Burnley
talk
and
about
that.
that.
What was the year they did the FA Cup run and they absolutely just battered everyone,
Oh,
and then we beat them and knocked them out. Spurs beat them and knocked them out.
Or Burnley.
Yeah.
Burnley.
What year was that?
When the hell did you do Burnley? When did
Burnley.
Burnley
whacked
hasn't
out
had a
the
cup
FA
run in a while.
They beat
Bradford. or Brentford?
Bradford did Arsenal.
Nah, bro, it was Burnley.
I remember
Burnley,
Bradford.
I'm pretty sure it was Burnley.
Burnley's been a Prem team for a while, so that's not
I'm
that
saying it was
surprising.
a good couple of years ago, Burnley were just ripping through the FA Cup.
Watching football bores me, bro.
I've forgotten what year it was, bro. But mate, but then again, they were literally bottom tiers of like players, and they're going up against top threes, top twos, and just whacking them out. And it's just like they've come
Yeah, I
from
don't think it's
nothing.
Burnley. I don't think it's Burnley.
I think it was Burnley. Let me find out. Actually,
Highlights of football or actual full game?
Watching what?
I like a full
YouTube,
game.
Or like on the TV, would you rather watch the highlights like match their day sort of thing, or would you rather watch the full game?
Me personally, I'd rather watch the full game than highlights.
I get bored too quick.
I'm gonna be honest. I watch the full game. I watch the highlights. I watch match of the day. I love football too much.
If you're talking like, for example, having the ability to watch like all the teams within our division and only watch their highlights or watch their full game, I'd rather watch their full game because with highlights, because with highlights as well, people always just pick the good parts of the game.
Yeah, but that's different. I was talking about like the Prem football, like professional football. I'm never gonna play.
But if it's Prem football,
if it's people in my team, I'm watching the full game because then I can learn something because I'm gonna be playing them. But I'm not gonna be playing.
If it's Prem football, I'll be honest with you, I'd rather just watch the highlights.
If it's Prem football,
Yeah, but you know we're respecting.
Yeah,
Say if it was obviously Saturdays or Sundays, and you're watching a full game of that, you get to learn.
That's it. I'd rather watch the full game because as well, especially like say if you're like you're attacking player or defender, like if you're a defender, you can get to see the other team and you can see, alright, cool, that's the man that I've got to mark. You know how to mark him as a striker. That's the guy that needs to be marking. You know how to play around him. You see what I mean? So for me, if it's to do with Saturdays or Sunday like football, I'd rather watch the full game rather than watch the highlights.
A weird question here. Do you feel your entertainment of not basically preferring to watch Saturday or Sunday League rather than the Prem? Is it more because of the unpredictability of what you're going to get? Because obviously we're talking Saturday and Sunday League. A lot of interesting things happen. A lot of dangerous tackles happen. A lot of what you don't, like you're saying, you don't know what you're going to get. But I guess with Prem football now, like, is it a bit
controlled, man?
Is it a bit like scripted? I guess you can put it in.
It's more relatable. That's what I get from it. Yeah. Because even say my favorite YouTube team other than us is U2 Under the Radar, Manny's team. Yeah. And the reason I like them so much is because they're relatable. They're just boys that play with each other. And they're all
That's the second inappropriate comment in the video, bro.
We had to cut the last one out for God's sake.
They're just normal lads. They're just normal boys.
Just say men playing with each other, yeah, not boys playing with each other.
both dirty.
No, go on, carry on. I'm listening.
I'm listening. No, it's just it's because I'm more related. I can relate to them. Like I don't feel like anytime soon, like not next year, we're gonna bring someone from abroad and bring them over here because they want to play for us. It's not like
that's not gonna happen because of Brexit. Do you know how difficult it's gonna be signing a player from abroad though?
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
I can relate to the Sunday League football and Sunday League highlights, and I can Premier League because I can't put myself into their boots. I can't be Adama Traore. I can't be Kane. I can be Jamil from Under the Radar.
That's what I mean. I feel like as well with like, especially like watching like YouTube like games stuff like that, and I feel like you can relate to them more, and the vibe's just different like, as well because you get to like see their fans turn up. You get to hear the banter on the sideline. Like you got to remember that these people that are coming to watch your game on a Sunday, that are waking up at say 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning to get to your game, like you gotta respect them. You know what I mean? I feel like the people that come and support you are real. Like now, like when you go to like say a Premier League game, like I remember the last game I went to, I went to an Arsenal game, and like there was fans there. None of them knew like the songs. They didn't know the words. Like there was no one like, you know what I mean? The vibe was just off key. I was just like to myself like, I don't even want to be here. Like this is the last game I'm going to. Like it's just people going there to say, oh yeah, I've been to a Chelsea game or Tottenham game or Arsenal game, but you know, like, or they've been given the ticket by someone because the real Arsenal fan, the real Tottenham or Chelsea fan couldn't be asked to go because they've been performing bad or whatever it is. You see what I mean? And I feel like I don't know, just the whole vibe and like the friendliness when it comes to Sunday football, I think is a lot better, man, than the Prem for me anyway. That's what I think.
Yeah. Anyway, I found it season 2015. 2014 to 2015. So Burnley weren't in the Premier League. and they were just went on a mad run.
What was they,
in the
championship?
FA
You're
Cup.
going back?
They were championship.
Really?
Yeah, because that's what I was looking at, wasn't it? That's what I was looking at.
That's lucky for.
No,
And that was
I'm
the-
trying
that
to find
was
the player that's gone to
That
bring
was
Pro
the,
League to
that was
freaking
the
Sunday
season-
League. I'm still
that
trying to
was
find
the
it.
season that Leicester won, innit? Won the Premier League.
First thing I want to talk about, because Tommy's here, to be fair. I think we tried to talk about this last time, but Mario's just like being dick about it.
What?
We're talking about officials, innit? Refs and liners. Yeah? And
How was I being a dick about it? I was saying that there's the expectation of what.
still going on, bro.
Bruv, no, because what I'm trying to say is, if you're going to be offside 90% of the time, are you going to want a lino?
Jesus.
Be honest.
Linos hate me anyway.
That was even that.
They always call me offside.
Well, that's,
it was
I'm
never.
not gonna lie.
Question
Most
marks.
of the time, when we came to watch you, bruv, you were offside.
Yeah.
But
But what I'm saying to you is, yeah, like, alright, what I'm trying to talk about is the first. We'll start with the refs, yeah. Do you think the refs are better in Saturday football or Sunday
The
football?
higher up you go,
Mm.
the refs are always better.
Always better. And do you feel like now? Do you think that? Because this is one thing I've realized as well recently by watching some videos that when you like, especially in the I League as well, yeah, you guys do that. Say I think minimum Division 3, yeah, up to the Prem. The refs seem to be really good. And do you feel like it's unfair for teams that are in lower division to not have quite the same quality refs that the Prem or Division 1
Yeah,
have?
alright, but you got to kind of think about them. Refs have gone through different levels of refereeing as well, where our refs have probably just got their level 1.
Yeah.
yeah, but
No, definitely.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
it's-
no,
I then
no,
think
no.
it's easier
Not all of
for
them.
You can't. Level 1's only for kids, I think. I think you need a minimum level 3. Yeah, I think 3's popped into my
Because
head.
for me, it's like, especially in our situation, yeah, like we was meant to have 3 pre-season games, like different teams in a different division to see what level of football that we can play at. But obviously, because the whole COVID, we wasn't able to get it done.
Yeah.
So obviously, all the new teams got chucked into a new division. So for me, it's like, I'll be honest, there's probably about, I'd say, 4 or 5 teams in our division that should not be in the division that we're in at the moment.
Yeah,
But
I feel
it is what
our
it is,
top
that's it.
4 right
So
now.
do you feel like we deserve to have the rest that we have? Because the rest that we have, to be fair, I think they've been
We've
shocking.
we've
There's
had
only been
two good refs.
Yeah.
out of 8 games.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I
We had
feel
Mike
like-
Dean
Yeah.
last game. That was
8 or
sick,
9 games,
bro.
to be fair, yeah.
That's it,
That
yeah. I
was
still think-
quality.
I still think, I reckon the higher we go
Mm.
in Sunday League football,
Mm.
in, obviously within the Barnet leagues, the
Yeah.
better the rest will be.
Yeah, but do you feel like it's fair though for us to have bad refs?
No.
to be in
No,
Division 5?
No,
Nah.
I think it's if you've just got your level 1, go on the top leagues because they're less likely to be sticking it on you
But then,
and all that. They see in my opinion, I think the higher league you are, you should have a little bit more respect,
Yeah,
and you will have that because you'll have the
I've
attitude to
noticed
play
that
football.
in games, but like players
you
got
do.
more respect.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I think them sending them down to us like brand new teams. Well, half of the teams, maybe half of them don't even know how to talk to a ref.
yeah.
Maybe some of them don't even know an offside
yeah,
rule.
yeah.
Like, just for
100%,
instance,
that's
do you know what I
true,
mean?
it's true, 100%.
Because if I had never played football before,
Mm.
what's offside?
No, it's true because
Like-
I feel like it's not, to be fair, like it's like there's so many situations that we've been in so far as well where I feel like if we had a ref that had more experience and that like see some of the rest that they had like the Prem Division 1, Division 2 and stuff, a lot of the situations that we've been in as a team would have never happened,
No.
or it could have.
It would have
just might happen, but the result would have been, you know what I mean?
It would
Yeah.
get resolved quicker.
Yeah.
That's the result
It's
quicker.
like-
Because, like, for example, I feel like where we've had, like, obviously, like, such a good run in our division, obviously, we've been, like, winning games, popping teams and stuff, and obviously now, like, teams are looking at, right, like, these are the guys that we're going to beat, you know what I mean? So, teams are turning up against us and playing, like,
And coming in
like,
for
coming
us.
in for
That's
us,
what I mean.
trying
That's
to
where
head off.
the
So,
ref should be providing that protection.
100%.
that's what I mean, yeah,
100%
because for
as
me,
well.
it's like, as well, it's like, looking the way, like, 3 incidents have happened, like, the FA or league will look at it, oh, man, why is all this drama always happening with this one team?
Yeah.
But they don't see it from our point, and I don't think that the rest that we've had, they've been probably reporting the whole
No.
Yeah.
truth,
They
and the whole
go.
story, what's
They
been
go.
going on.
Well,
Do
'cause-
you reckon there should be like a home ref? Like you provide your own ref?
No,
Yeah, again,
no,
No, because then you're going to end up with
It's
so
just
much
gonna end
biased
up
nature.
biased and things are gonna
That's
not
me,
go.
but that's
He's your
character,
ref,
that's
cool,
Yeah,
character.
yeah,
you're
yeah,
sorry.
exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
Yeah.
Like before, I think when we first started this, I thought that was a good idea. But then, like going into it, like and playing 3 games and stuff, nah, it's not working.
No, do you know what? It depends if it's a good ref. Because
No, 100%.
I would rather. I'll be honest. Yes, I would pay extra to have a decent ref that I know will have
Yeah,
every
100%.
Sunday.
The way things
But
are done now,
I don't want
definitely.
it to go to that scenario of it's your referee, he's biased. I don't want that to get even brought into the situation.
Yeah,
But
so-
I would pay more for a referee that wouldn't. Yeah, because I'm trying to find out what a qualification is. Because I don't want to be talking smack on the podcast.
Obviously, the incident where I got spat at,
Yeah.
If that was a ref,
No,
at
sweet mate, thanks.
the level that I play on a Saturday and a Tuesday, he would have got sent off.
No, right, cheers. Yeah.
He would have got sent off hands down.
What, if
Who?
you played, what, Saturday
Who?
on Saturday?
Yeah, if I got
Who?
spat at a Sunday or a
Yeah.
Tuesday, mate.
But do you agree with the fact though? I said he hasn't given that red card because he's not sure of the player who's done it.
But you're gonna spit on yourself.
Yeah, but then
No, I'm not. No,
Yeah, but-
there's no. That's what I'm
Alright,
not. You're
but
saying it
then-
from not. What I'm trying to say is we're all going. It's him, but then say it weren't him.
When you got the whole team being so quiet and like not even like trying to argue about it as well, they're like,
Yeah, but no, but if you
It
take my
can't be no
situation
fucking
instead,
brainer,
yeah,
you
if
know
you take
what I
my
mean?
situation, like,
But your situation's not a red card in my opinion.
yeah, but he's
what,
like,
grabbing someone by the throat?
no, it's a
That's
red,
the
Unless
it's
it's
a
ripping his top.
It's
What
a
do they
red
call
card
that?
for me. It's a
card.
definite red card for him as
Well,
well.
there you go.
that's
There
the
you
case
go.
then. So that's the case.
But no, but there you go. He's basically saying there it's a bit of a.
You
No,
know,
it's fine, yeah, it's fine. But what I'm trying to say is,
game.
yeah, so if a player, so basically, like, it's the same going back to like when we played at the Bamps in the Saturday football, yeah, there was a player basically that went for him, tried to bite him, yeah. And so listen, trust. So a player tried to bite him, and then he tried to do it again. So I went up to him, I lifted him up, yeah, and I bodied him to the ground, yeah. Didn't punch him, didn't kick him. What I done was that was enough to put him to the ground. One of their players tried to come fly kick him. He might have just grabbed him.
I didn't do nothing.
Not guilty.
I got a red card, and their player got nothing.
Got
Yeah.
away.
Even their captain of the other team come to apologise, said to the ref, he goes, "You know what? Turn around to his turn around to his place. That's disgusting what you just done." And he subbed him off, yeah. And that's their captain doing that. You know what I mean? Like, but the ref was like, "Oh no, that's a red card." Because how's that red card? All I done was lifting him up, put him to the ground. Like,
What I did was turn into a wrestler.
Yeah.
He was a teenager, bro. That's
Yeah,
assault, bro.
He's
You know
only
what I mean? That's a
level
minor, bro. You know
What
what I
sport
mean?
was you playing?
What do you mean? Football, bro. You know what I mean? But
I think you need the watch out written over the top of that, and you got with like WrestleMania popping up.
So what I'm saying is this. So like, for example, like his situation, you're saying that is not a red card, but then other refs or other people might see a different thing. Like his situation was playing Saturday football. What I done was, technically, when the guy was trying to go for him, he was grabbing onto him. I lifted him up, just pulled him off him, and I put him to the ground. It's as simple as that. So for every ref or people see things in a different situation, but for me, if you're gonna
it's
grab
perception.
a player by the throat and squeeze where you leave him like your
Hand
finger
mark.
hand
Yeah,
marks
yeah,
on him and then ripping his top, for me that's a red card, bro. If that's not a red card, what is a red card? So does that mean I can go up to play?
See,
But
this is where
that's that's the Xhaka situation,
Shall
ain't
we-
it?
shall we- I think this is where all of these different kind of rules have come into football, yeah, where it's
New VAR on Sunday League.
yeah. So for instance, right, where there's people shoving their arms out, and that's offside,
Yeah.
bro. Come on,
You
man.
can't score with
You
your
can't
arm, bro.
score with your arm.
No, you can't.
So but
main body, like from here.
no, I just think it
It
should
should
be
be from
that's
the head.
just legs.
But I don't think VAR should be around, if I'm honest, man. Just leave it down to the lines, the rest of the decision to make. Like,
Well, no,
simple as
because
that.
we're talking about VAR. It's coming down to the perfect situation of the Arsenal game recently. How when they were questioning that penalty, when the person basically backed up VAR, he said the VAR is only there to state if it's a clear and obvious error by the referee. He's not judging what's actually happened. If you understand that. So
No, but the
So
ref,
no,
you
so-
say, yeah, but say that. But
I'm pretty sure
every
the
ref
ref-
you seen, yeah, the ref's there like was like listen, oh yeah, it's a foul.
no,
Yeah, but I'm pretty
that no, that's where they were getting it wrong.
But
That's
yeah,
when they were
but
getting it
yeah,
wrong.
That's what he was saying, yeah. But it seems like everything's with VR, bro. Like end of the day, bro. Like if you got two linos, yeah, and you got a ref, yeah, if they ain't seen it, yeah. Well,
Which
play on,
I
simple as
which
that.
I
Go back
believe
to how
should
it
be
was
in
before.
every single game.
I reckon
Sunday
VAR
league,
should
Saturday
go
league,
on.
semi-pro.
What?
Linos.
Liners, yeah. What's your thought on liners? You don't like
In
liners.
Sunday
I don't
league.
like Linos
In
either.
Sunday
What?
league.
No, I never said I don't like them.
But
But
one second is, yeah.
In Sunday
One
league,
game
I
a week,
think.
remember, bro.
If I remember right, I said I'd have
but
them.
1 second, don't see liners as just like offside. Put it in your situation when you got spat at by a player.
Oh, mate.
If a liner saw
Yeah.
it
was
now,
there, he would have
You know
helped
what I
out
mean?
the referee to make that.
there you go,
100%.
100%. And this is what I said last time. I feel like people didn't sort of agree the whole liners because you turned around to me and said that the lineup might not see it, which is true.
That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying to you is you got more of a chance.
I'm pretty sure I did agree with Linos. I just said certain people would say if he's offside, they wouldn't want them.
Did you agree with Linos?
No, he did, but then he kept saying, "Oh, if you were called
offside, that's what I'm saying. I personally agree with Linos.
This is why I was going with Linos, but people just see it as an offside thing. It's nothing just to do with offside. It helps with a lot of situations.
Fouls, challenges. Then there's three people trying to break something up.
Decision is that even in the Premier League, you'll see that the ref got to line up and get his story, and then he can make his decision what he wants to do with it. Because even if the liner on our side didn't see it, the other one on the other side might have seen it. Yeah. And he can say, look, this is what's happened. And
then there's dons that cheat when they got it's gone out for a run, but they keep on. They keep on going. When you have a line,
it's like schoolboy. It's like school football, isn't it? Like
it comes down to the fact you can't trust the players on the pitch.
Yeah, exactly. But listen, if we don't have liners,
I can knock it back on.
You cheater!
No. It might not be the fairest thing to do, but it's I'm trying to win the game for the team.
If we don't have liners, I'm doing the exact same thing.
Yeah,
exact same thing. If I can get away with stepping on your foot without
but that's just been smart. That's been smart.
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. But
I'm not about that. I'm not about hurting people.
If a ref don't blow it, I'm carrying on.
I'm not about hurting.
You're coming into the dirty side of the game, though, where if the ref don't see it and you don't get caught, you've got away with it. It's as simple as that.
This is what I'm saying about liners, bro. Because if I'm doing that and there's some geezer right behind the goal when Spencer was getting wrestled against.
Well, you're talking about Champions League now when they got the referees by the goal.
But the liner from one side comes to the goal, whatever side they're on. If it's a corner or whatever, to see if the ball's ever
they need to be
behind the goal. Whatever, do you know what I mean? They're in line, bro, so they can see everything. Where Spencer was getting wrestled, and then everyone on the side.
Yeah, but that's what the line of watching.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It would have been a penalty.
Pre-season game, against Barnet Salsa, when Toby got pushed to the back of the net. If a liner was there now, it'd have been a different story.
To be fair though,
he got pushed before the ball even got taken. Maybe before the call even happened.
Then he got up.
But that's coming down to the rules of the game, because that should have been a foul. Whether the referee could have seen that or not, in my opinion, that normally gets given as a foul, because any encroachment onto that goalkeeper results in a free kick these days.
There you go.
Because they get protection. They get protection.
There you go. But when we spoke to the ref didn't do nothing about it. At least if there was a line there, and you could say, ask your liner. You know what I mean?
People like, I didn't see it either. Oh, here we go.
You see it, there you go. But everyone's situation is different about it. But for me, I feel like, at least for me, I think there should be liners.
No, like I agree with having linos. What I just said is, when you're coming into this Sunday League scenario, not saying you, but with certain players, they use certain advantages to help them. So if you haven't got the quickest of players, this is what I'm saying, it's not him. But if you haven't got the quickest of players, they will try and be offside. But if you've got a lino, he can't play that kind of tactics. I guess yet again, it comes down to playing tactically on a pitch.
And get quick then. Hit June.
Oh yeah, because when you're 40 years of age and you've got the belly that was getting disguised, you are not getting quick.
That's not my fault. But you've got to learn that drop back a bit more, play centre mid. Why are you playing out front at 40?
Because that's majority. That's where you normally play.
I'll spend some money.
Did I just see Sean look at Jada?
I'm still the strongest player in the team.
Body central.
What players do you know, bro, and you can vouch for me, that's been that corner flag and held off 4-5 players by himself?
Depends if I turn round, bro.
My man started doing it.
I was going to say
Tally up.
There you go. So
if I turn around, it's for you, boys.
I reckon we'll
be like coming out of Power League the other day and get whacked up by some fucking kid.
He's knocking it between his own feet so that they can't kick it out of his feet. That's how we do it.
The best one, when you're actually holding up the ball, and one of their players gets so pissed off they come for the back of you.
Yeah. Did you that's the best.
Have
you seen that?
It's not what it hurts.
It was the best one, you literally go up and you just start laughing. And then they go and then they get angry.
Yeah, but I think this is. But I think that's what we got to do more.
Win a corner.
We just got to wind people up and not let them wind us up.
Yeah.
Do you know, we used to play Monday football, just at the Power League down near, not the Compton, what's that? Woodhouse. They've got that little...
the little cages, yeah.
Yeah, we played down there, and I was skilling him up for about 3 minutes straight, nutmegging him constantly. And he got pissed off to the point where he just swiped my legs out from underneath me. I just started laughing at him. I was like, I'm sorry about that, but it had to happen.
You know what I mean? But
football's a mental game, man.
It is, 100%.
Where if one team comes more mentally prepared than the other, you're losing that game. 100%.
Definitely.
But
And
then if you're both coming in equal, it all comes down to
Who wants it more?
yeah, definitely.
than the other team.
For me, I feel like as well, like when we played against Clerkenwell,
Love that time.
they done that quite well.
Who's just doing electric shock?
Clerkenwell.
Did I just? No, I think it was
and
something clicked.
Him.
What's the other team?
Full bandits were quite around.
Bandit as well. Bandit and Clerkenwell done that well, if I'm honest. But I think I don't know, man. I just don't see.
But then
why
as well, you kind of got to think
people-
about a well-drilled team will beat just a team of individuals.
That's the problem. That was the problem with North London Panthers. They were just individuals. They were good individuals, but they just couldn't play.
If they
No,
could
you're
string,
talking about Flecker, not
If
North
like-
London.
say for instance,
North
yeah.
London Panthers had very good individuals, just didn't play.
Yeah.
They obviously had the one.
Yeah.
One
it's
or
like
two
say for
freak
instance,
sneakers.
if they all trust each other and start stringing 8-9 passes,
Yeah,
they'll be a good team.
They would have.
They
I
would've
don't
caused us
think
trouble.
they would have beaten us still.
They would've
because we
caused us
still got
trouble.
more talent in our team,
yeah.
but they weren't well drilled to play together. Even though they might have been, I don't know their history. I don't know all the boys or anything how they played. But if they've played for 4 or 5 years together, then something's wrong because they shouldn't have looked that
There you go.
disjointed.
There you go. Where you probably look at that Clerkenwell team,
Yeah.
they've probably played.
They've been playing
previous other
together for
Saturday
years.
teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been playing
And then they've
for
gone to
years.
fuck it, let's make a Sunday team.
Yeah. No,
And you can
100%.
tell, in a way,
Yeah.
how everyone plays.
But that's why as well, to be fair, about Clerkenwell, and I will say I don't care how people feel about it in our team, but this is why, like, me personally, I feel the reason why they were onto us during that game and they played
They were a lot more
fucking
physical.
well. It's not even just about physical, bro. It's about age, bro. When you get to a certain fucking age, yeah,
You
bro,
know what I
like,
mean?
you know what I mean? Like, bro, one is well, yeah, they play simple football because they can't run around like they used to.
They made the ball do
The
work.
things weren't
Yeah.
the same, yeah. And they knew, bro. They saw like young, like
They
young
know they're gonna
players,
try
bro,
and
and
run.
they're like, we got years of experience of tormenting people
It's
and
like-
saying
yeah.
stuff to them.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to them.
It's
You know
like,
what I mean?
for
And that's where
instance-
players in our team need to grow up, bro,
Yeah.
and stop allowing people to get to them.
It's like, for instance,
Simple
say for
as that.
instance, yeah, you're playing centre half, yeah, and I'm your strike, like you're playing against me.
Mm.
What would like me as a defender, for example,
Mm.
if you're playing against a quick guy, would you rather foul him further away from your goal and earlier to stop the play so you get all your players back?
Yeah, 100%.
That's what
Instead of
Ryan did to
going
that
forward.
number two.
But there's only with me. If I was defending you, is either you're going past me but without the ball,
Yeah, there you go.
or the ball's going
Without the
past
ball.
me but you're not.
Yeah.
It's just simple as that. You know what I mean? Like.
But then that's when
And
experience comes into
That's
it.
the experience, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
It's like,
that's what I mean.
If
Like,
you're
I feel like,
35 playing against
Yeah.
an 18-year-old, you know for a fact he's got you in a foot race.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
yeah.
shame on
So
me,
you
bro.
don't
There's
go
no
near
shame.
it.
There's no shame on me.
Right.
And it's like, this is why I say, but there's no shame on me. But this is why I say, like, and the thing is, as well, you will notice it. I feel like when we played the Muscle Hall game, bro. Look how like. I popped that ball around, I was moving that ball around, bro. And I think that's the best thing, like me, Marty, you, Matt, Wilson, Bam, how we played together. And it all had, I'm not trying to snap the game or take the credit away, but it all had to start from someone, bro. As soon as I got the ball, even like everyone's watching the video, he's like, oh, you should take a shot there. But I'll always play it simple. If I see someone with a better opportunity than me, I'm going to pass him the ball. I'm not just going to shoot for the sake of shooting, you know what I mean? Like, I want us to win. I don't care if I don't score. I don't care if I don't score all season, bro. As long as we win, that's all that matters. The 3 points is the most important, bro.
He's
You
not
can
in
go
for it.
score 60 goals in a season, but then we can lose every single game.
Yeah.
What's the point? Right.
60 goals there, losing.
You're right, it's true,
Hey,
though.
that'd
It's
be a
true.
problem.
That
would.
That'd be a problem.
Got centre back.
Yeah, but who is it in our league? But there's one team. I
Really?
think is it Beryley or something? Like they scored mad
Yeah,
goals.
yeah.
But then like you look at the games. Look how many games they've lost though, man. Like they ain't done that great, man. They've got no chance of winning the league.
Should
No
just say one
chance.
striker.
That's it. There you go.
Clean
yeah,
them out.
someone's clean them out, man. Simple as that, man. I feel like
Spencer on him, man.
that's why I feel like Clerkenwell. That's why I feel like Clerkenwell done well, man. They had experience in it. But for me, like if you lot had to talk about, say if you talk about top 5 in our division, who you say is going in the top 5? It doesn't have to be in order. I'll say top 5.
Bandits, Clerkenwell, us. Pro Panthers.
Yeah.
And I'll throw, not Megaville, what's the other one we played? Armenian.
Richie.
You're
You're
really-
really
I reckon
Armenian up there.
So you got remember as well. You got that Gospel Oak team as well.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
what-
Camden.
have we played them? We haven't played
No,
them
we
yet.
haven't played them
Camden as well. We haven't played them yet.
Yeah,
we
we
don't
ain't
know what
played
they're
them
like.
yet.
Camden
Be-
seem
Be
good.
fair, also you can't judge from just seeing like a quick.
I reckon
check.
Brilliant
For
will
me,
be fine.
I'd
I've
say
already played it.
we're in there. Bandits are in there. Pro Panthers are in there. I'd say
Clerkenwell's
Gospel
definitely
Oak
down in there.
Yeah.
and Clerkenwell.
Clerkenwell-
They're the
Clerkenwell,
5 team.
with the way that they play, If they don't come out at minimum top 2, then they should be disappointed
Why?
Because they're such a good team.
Clerkenwell.
Yes.
Clerkenwell, good team.
I'm not calling them top 2.
They just don't have legs. That's all. That is.
I'm not calling them top 2 though, because I'll be honest, if you're looking at the team that's going to end up winning this league or coming in top second or third,
top 2. I'd say the top 3, but not top 2.
You need more flair. You need them players in your team that will split open teams. You need to be able to have that player that if you are in a situation of being 0-0 and you need something to come out of nothing, you need them sort of players, which I don't think Clerkenwell's got, and that's why you will put someone like ourselves or Bandits in a help.
Bandit twice. No,
Yeah.
twice.
But what I was saying as well is watching like previously what they've done against other teams is they've done that. And they've split other teams and they've gone down the wings and they've gone through the middle.
There's not all videos that get filmed. The best game I say is when they play against Gospel.
The one that we.
And I was surprised because I was like, raw. Like, I don't know. Obviously, when we played them in the first game,
it was different.
I personally feel like there was a couple of players
that weren't there.
That was gonna come in the second game against us here. Cause remember, I said there's one old boy, bro. It reminds me of Pigeon, like when he's gonna be like 30, 40 years old. But the guy was quick. He had feet. Like he was dangerous, and I didn't see him play that game. And I personally feel like it might even be the player that kicked Lewis, bro.
No. He was some short geezer.
Yeah, but this geezer wasn't a tall guy, man. It was just an old boy, man. Like,
but the guy that kicked Lewis, he was old. He was in his early 20s.
Yeah. He was about our age, you know.
But for me,
I'm still young.
Who you saying the top 5 is mine?
I can't. We haven't played enough. If we had played every single team in our division at least once, which technically we should have by now, I could give you a top 5, but I can't.
I think you can because you got to look by looking at the league anyway. There's certain teams I just think I said anything happen. But there's certain teams that I don't think there's no chance of. You look at North Sports. I think it's North Atletico. I don't want to be rude, but I think they've lost about 5 games already. Like
they've only played 8. I think they lost 5, drawn 1 and won 2 or something.
I'll tell you what, let's check, have a look.
Go on, have a look.
I think it's very hard to have an opinion of, say, like, I think the perfect team that I feel for our perspective at this moment in time that we have a big opinion about, but we don't exactly know what we're going to get at this moment in time is Pro Panthers. Because we haven't played them yet. We don't know if they're going to show up and play us and what kind of style they're going to play us. So there's no point me saying that they're going to be a top 5 team or a bot, like, where they're going to finish, because at the end of the day, they might show up for the rest of the season and be unbeatable. And then next minute, we're not just saying they're the top 5 team, we're saying they're going to win the league. And because we haven't played them yet and we don't know really what's coming next, it's very difficult to say a top 5.
I know it'd be funny. I think it's possible to do because when you look at here, North, let's get seniors, bro. They lost 7 games. I mean, youth have lost 7 games.
Yeah, you've got them teams at the bottom,
North London, Panthers. But there's literally, I'm going to be funny, by looking at it, even if you had, say, like, I don't know, say Clerkenwell lose like 2 games, Pro Panthers lose 2 games, Bandits lose 2 games. There's no way, bro, these other teams can even catch up. Like, I mean, like, to lose what you've got.
It's true, but then at the same time, it's like you get caught in that situation of saying just because a team has lost doesn't make them a bad team.
No, I'm not saying, but no one said about their bad team.
No, but this is what I'm.
I'm saying top 5, bro.
No, but that's why I'm saying I can't say my top 5 because we haven't come up again. Because like like I'm saying, Pro Panthers, we're hearing a lot about them, but we haven't played them yet. Camden FC, we've heard a lot about them, we haven't played them yet. Clerkenwell, we've played them once and we've given them.
I think you can say you're a bad team when you played 7 games, you lost 7 games, bro.
Who's that?
You've allowed in 43 goals in your back of your net, bro.
Ooh. Is that Camden FC?
No, that's North Atletico Senior.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying them. I'm saying like teams like Camden FC, Gospel
Oak. 8 games, lost 5 games, and allowed 25 goals in the back of the net, bro.
Gospel Oak.
Gospel Oak. They've played 6 games. They've drawn 1 game and lost 1 game.
1-4.
Yeah, basically, 1-4 games.
So
but you remember as well, they started as well, to be fair, like
they came into the league late. They came into the league late.
Double headers as well involved as well. This is why double headers like, you know what I mean? Like
but then
I feel like double headers help certain teams.
Oh yeah, cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then we're talking about double headers. What I said to you was the fact that I'll be honest, when it comes to double headers, you're always ending up with a game, obviously that nothing really happens in. You're ending up with a situation of, I think when it comes to a double header, unless you're coming up against a really poor side and you are considerably better than them, if it's a 50-50 type scenario, you're going to end up with a game, the maximum points you're going to end up with is 4 points.
Yeah.
If you've got two teams that you're not sure what is going to happen either way. If you've got a clear team that's better and a clear team that's worse, yes, the better team might take the full 6 points. But in the scenario where, like I'm saying, if you chucked us with a double header of, say, like Pro Panthers or Gospel Woke at this moment in time, personally, I'd be expecting minimum 4 points. But at the same time, maybe in my head, I'm thinking maximum 4 points, because you're in them double header scenarios. I feel you never end up with a clear winner in both games.
Yeah, but do you feel like then double headers shouldn't be allowed within the league? Or
I think double headers should be allowed. However, I think the format for them should be changed.
yeah, because I feel like, to be fair, we done double headers so early within the season. Maybe because of this whole COVID thing, leagues are panicking and stuff. But I feel like the double headers been done so early, and it's silly as well. Like, we could go back to football now, like say, like, I don't know, next month, the month after, God knows when we'll be back, and they say, oh yeah, bam, you got double headers. I think at one point we looked at the
we had like 3 double headers week after week after week.
Like, bounced off of each other.
And then there was one we had 2 double headers in a row, and then we weren't playing until like 2
No,
months
they
later.
just hadn't done the fixtures yet.
But it's like, but when you look at that,
yeah,
as a player, it's like,
I just
well,
said
how
that
have you not
interesting
planned
thing.
out how
So,
many
I mean,
games
even
and
like,
when you're playing?
We got obviously cup
Fixtures
game.
fixtures have been released.
Yeah, we got the cup game here against Oakwood. Like, that was meant to be in January, and now it's been pushed back to like March.
Yeah.
Something stupid like that. And it's just like, why? Like, you know, it's
Why
just
have I got
because-
2 months?
7th
That's
of March.
2 months, yeah. What's that?
7th of March, Oakwood's game has been
Oakwood,
pushed
there you
back.
go, 7th.
So you know that cup is going to be playing right until easily August.
September.
Yeah, it's going to go into the summer.
'Cause
We're
you know,
not going to
we
have
still
a
out,
break.
depends
Yes,
how
that's
things
going into
go.
next year.
I'm
Yeah,
Next season.
yeah, depending how things go. Obviously, like, we're in
I'm
like
alright with
2
that,
cups,
break.
yeah.
Because I get fat with it.
Yeah, we're in league and 2 cups.
Yeah,
innit?
2 cups we in, yeah. Like, say everything goes through, we keep on going through it to the final. Like,
I see one of
That's
the cups
going
being
on
void.
Yeah,
I
they'll
think
throw
that,
one
yeah.
out.
But me personally, I'd rather, because we're in the Challenge Cup, and I can't remember what the other one is, but the other one is like, you
FA.
got, like all teams from all
Yeah.
divisions.
Yeah,
innit?
That's
That's
the
the
one.
one that I think
Yeah.
should stay on.
That one should
100%.
stay.
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
one should.
Yeah, the other one should
It's
go.
like the FA Cup or Sunday League.
Yeah,
innit?
because I think in the other one, to be fair, the team we're meant to play next in that is Armenian Youth.
Yeah.
And
We all know what happened there.
both teams, I think, want a bit of revenge in it. So that'll be.
That's gonna be a little
tasty.
fight.
I don't think they want revenge.
I think they do, bro.
I don't.
I think
they're quite happy with themselves with what they pulled off and got away with each other.
The fact that they, you know what I mean? Like, to them, this
they
was
got
a
away
win.
with
But at the same time, though.
Because do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if they thought after that the game they were thinking, yes, we don't need to play them again.
Did they get a point from it, or is it?
It
like
went
you
down,
get
yeah.
Yeah, we
it
got a
went
point
down
in the
as a
end.
draw, innit?
And I'm not actually, we was lucky that penalty, like, we had that penalty, we scored that penalty, because if.
Otherwise it wouldn't.
Because we were losing, what,
It's a
4-3?
banging penalty.
Yeah.
So that could have went down as them winning, man.
It was a banging penalty.
Have you realised?
Not
that it's
necessarily.
always
I think when a
happened
game gets
we've
thrown
come
out, it's
back?
always a draw no matter the scoreline.
Yeah.
It's always happened when we've come back.
Unless it's
Yeah,
past the
so-
70th minute.
Unless we're getting battered 8-0 by 45 minutes, because we can just like start a scrap and then get the game called off.
No comment.
Basically.
No,
We've had a
it's
loophole.
it's happened every time we've come back.
Yeah.
What's
So
that?
Every
we've
time
gone
we've
down,
come back, we've rattled a team and retaliated towards it.
like to draw the game.
So
Yeah,
we've
bring it back
literally
to
come
2-2.
back every
The other
time.
teams
So with the
always started.
4-3, 4-4, and then we were 1-0,
The other
1-1,
teams always
Yeah.
started.
and they retaliated, and we just went straight for it again, like twice.
Because we get rattled
They
very
did
easily.
it twice because after the minute when it was 4-4, yeah, I felt like they was like, shit,
Yeah.
these are about to beat. And same thing with the club.
It's
Even
same
with
one,
10,
bro.
even with 10
Literally,
men at that
yeah.
point.
The
Even
club-
with 10 men at that
Yeah.
point.
We had them.
Club
on the
football
ropes.
game, we had them on the
Bro,
ropes.
did
That
you see how
was
literally-
not a double header and a full
We
90
had
minutes,
2
yeah.
minutes left
That's
of
it,
that
yeah.
game,
Their
that
heads
1 hour
dropped,
game.
Like
Yeah.
that was the last
Yeah.
winning goal.
Yeah.
But then
Literally.
if we kicked off again, they would have made one mistake, and that would have been it. That
That's
would have
it,
been
yeah.
game.
But
Because we were on top.
did you
they
not-
were sick.
Bro, when
And we were missing
Shit,
quite
what
a
was
few
it, man?
players in that game.
I think what
What?
was I gonna say?
English.
No, I think there was another game we played and we levelled. We levelled it. I think it was we were 2-1 down. We went 2-2.
And-
Clerkenwell.
No, and straight off, mate. As soon as we scored that 1 goal, we just went for him.
What do you mean?
We literally just then started pushing. Like we gave ourselves a little boost. I forgot what game. it
Are you
was.
talking about the Bandit game when it was 1-1?
Yeah,
They went
yeah.
3. They went
Mm.
4-1.
No.
Nah, 3-1.
Yeah,
And then next thing you know, we scored.
we scored again. And
No,
went
I think
3-2.
they went 4-1, and then we went. And then we scored 2, and then it was the last, like literally last
Yeah.
couple minutes of the game. We thought we were going to get an equaliser, but then the ref.
Yeah,
fucking
but
blew up.
even then, it
Oh, why
only
is
took us until
Spain,
that
bro?
them last 5 minutes.
Yeah, because it's that game. It's that game.
That's
only
the
went
game,
to
I'm
the-
not lying to you, like, no disrespect to that, obviously management in it. Like, you know what I mean? But that's the game
You're not gonna let this go.
I should have come out of retirement in it, man. You know what I mean? After the Tower Hamlet game, bro.
Oh,
Like, I don't see you say nothing, bro. I don't even say nothing.
Brings me off that fucking
You know
1-1.
what I mean?
Brings me off before that.
Brings me off at 1-1.
It brings me off.
put the handbags
Look,
away.
we
James.
spoke about this. We spoke about this a little bit on the last one
I
as well.
played, and I scored the penalty, and I got an assist for it, and I was off for the whole 4-1.
That, you know what? That game there, yeah, that was Sean's best game.
What game?
Bandit game.
I like to bring up my 4 assists, yeah, but I'm not
The
gonna lie,
way-
they were the easiest assists I've ever got in my life. I literally just laid
Don't
off.
say that. Don't say that. They were mad. They were sick, bro.
They were mad easy, bro. Mad easy.
Bandit game was the best game that Sean played. That and I say probably North London Panthers. The Bandit was the best one for me, man. Like the way he's all like.
You finally played like a man.
Like, for once, the first time.
Both times.
A bandit, she played right wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you weren't up
were
top.
playing right with.
A little bit, so that I did.
No, you played right.
So what you're telling me is you went against what the coach was saying.
And had the best game.
Actually, at one point, yeah, I didn't know where he was yet. I wasn't even straight away, but even at the points where he was dropping into midfield to help out, yeah, coming over to help out, like I've never seen him do that. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah, well, that's what.